something on your mind?
You know exactly what's on my mind.
Floric nous a accostés dans la ville basse. Qu'est-ce que vous avez bien pu lui dire?
Why, only the truth. That you bear the blame for the Duke's untimely demise. Such a loyal servant of the city, so eager to hear of your exploits. Tell me, darling, how is she?
Elle est toujours en vie, même si une certaine diablesse de ma connaissance a tout fait pour la faire tuer. Je l'ai convaincue de se faire discrète.
What a relief. It would be a shame if she'd struck down the one and only blade. Alas, she misses the fallen Duke. Someone will need to step up in his absence. A man with the spirit of a dragon. His only son, perhaps.
On dirait que Misora n'est pas prête à lâcher Will. Maintenant que j'y pense, quand on est arrivé en ville, Jaira m'a parlé d'une planque de Ménestrels.
The Harper safe house I spoke of is on the bridge at Worm's Crossing. Danthelon's dancing axe.
Qu'est-ce que vous espérez trouver là-bas déjà?
Information. The Chosen have a head start on us. I'd like to know what they've done with it.
Ça pourrait être une bonne idée.
These rooms beside the door. Soldiers are waiting too.
Wouldn't mind a dancing act.
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
Welcome to Danthelon's dancing axe. Our stock isn't used. It's tried and tested by the finest adventurers.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble...
Oh, you can turn off the charm, Enfarl. He's with me.
Blueberries. Thought I had a sale. You look tired, Harper.
I missed you too. They're already here?
Down below. Here's the key.
Ravi de vous rencontrer, Ménestrel en Tarle.
You seem a nice sort, so I'll assume the insult was accidental.
Enfarl's no Harper, and claims no love for those who are. But he's been known to shelter us when we need it.
Entarl has been known to charge rent. Harpers have been known to ignore him. Now go on. The short father may send me an actual paying customer today. Right, Sonny.
Hi, Harper. May Seluna's tears shine on this meeting.
A very formal greeting, Geraldus. You are well?
Yes. Hi, Harper. Standing beneath Seluna's tears.
The lad's a little nervous, Jaheira. We heard of your great victory against Ketheric.
Geraldus isn't nervous. He's terrified. And he's using Seluna's tears as some kind of code.
I understand, Geraldus. Take a moment. And you, Harper. There is something familiar about you. Doesn't she remind you of our old friend Marcus?
Jaheira's meaning is clear. Marcus was a traitor laying a trap. The same, it seems, is happening here.
The problem with Marcus, of course, we didn't end on the best of terms.
Over here.
pawn to Cleric 4.
Mahler's mark. How many more Harpers there?
Did I get it right?
Seluna's tears. It is said no false face can stand beneath their light. An old code, Harper. But yes, you got it right. Now I need your report.
We had eyes on suspected cultists in the city, like you asked. We thought we were tracking them, but...
They were tracking you instead, evidently. Doppelgangers.
And they're not just working with the cult, High Harper. They're part of it. BALDUR'S, I think.
Sworn to Orin the Red, yes. We've already had the pleasure. Go on.
Everything seemed fine until your latest orders. Until we started to search for the Rashomon. They struck the same night. I woke to one of them strangling Chelvin, while smiling at me out of her face. She said... It said... that I'd report back to you as normal. Lure you here, and... I had no choice!
I'm sure it felt that way, Geraldus. The others were likely dragged back to Orin. Tortured. Sacrificed. I do not expect you to die for me. But to risk Entharl, any citizen who might have wandered in, there is always a choice. And the Harper must be able to make the hard ones. Perhaps this isn't the life for you after all, Geraldus.
No, Jaheira! High Harper, please! I'm still a Harper. I want to help!
You've scarcely signed up, boy. And there is a war coming. Why die a Harper, when you could still live as anything else?
Personne ne peut faire ce choix à sa place. Pas même vous, grande Ménestrel.
I want to fight. For Chelvin. For all of them. So it means something.
Death is death. To look for meaning in it is foolishness, boy. Childish storybook nonsense. Exactly the kind the Harper would spout, I suppose. Fine. I have no right to make the choice for you. Not when this mess is of my making. I sent the Harpers hunting after the cult, without thinking what it would mean to be hunted in turn. Now they are compromised. And if not for you, I wouldn't even know it. I'm sorry, Geraldus. Harper. And I owe you an apology as well. I haven't told you everything I hope to learn here today. First, Geraldus, you're the last Harper in the city I can rely on. Lay low and rest while you can. I have matters to discuss with my friend here. Orin knows the hunt. In one stroke, she places the Harpers beyond our reach. Separates us from our pack. Until we know who the false facers are, we cannot trust anyone beyond ourselves.
Qui est ce rachéménien que vous avez demandé à vos ménestrels de chercher?
A shame of mine. Redoubled because I did not tell you everything sooner. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashomon?
Despite her expectant gaze, the name means nothing to you.
Ça ne me dit rien, pourquoi?
Street whalers spin stories from the time of troubles, and they save the strangest ones for Minsk. It happens that in his case, most of them are true. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We fought at one another's backs, times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die.
Je suis sûr que c'est plus compliqué que ça.
There always is. But that is still the fundamental fact of it. Before we ever heard of this absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day.
Et vous êtes là aujourd'hui. On dirait que vous avez fait le bon choix.
The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far, but it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either.
Alors retrouvons-le.
As simply as that? For no other reason than that I asked? Perhaps you two will get along. Oh, the point is moot without a means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city.
If your lot have cracked another bloody cask,
They're dead, Entharl. Doppelgangers were using them as bait.
Seems they snared more than they could skin in you. Did BALDUR'S survive?
Alive. But he'll need some time to recover.
I'll tuck the boy up tight till he's ready to get back to harpering. What will you do?
Continue the hunt.
Aye. Silly question, I suppose.
You could strangle them by accident, use too much rope and break off their legs. And if it goes really badly, you could wrench their heads right off.
What a picture.
Yes?
Avez-vous réfléchi à comment nous pourrions retrouver votre ami Minsk?
I have. And while I do not love my conclusion, that does nothing to change it. The Harpers are the city's best information network. With them out of action, we shall have to fall back on second best. 9 Fingers Keen.
9 Fingers. A name that could make a city guard tremble. If they aren't already on her payroll, that is. She runs the guild, which itself runs every criminal enterprise in the city.
La guilde? Vous êtes du genre à vous accoquiner avec les voleurs?
9 Fingers is much more than a thief. Nothing happens in this city that she doesn't learn of, sooner or later. How hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall, we will find out. Perhaps I will let you do the talking.
Oh, calm down, would ya? It's all in your head.
No, you mustn't. The city is full of
criminals. We can't let them know we're vulnerable. Fine. We'll just stand here until you remember the night, shall we?
Shouldn't go wandering in dark alleys. Very dangerous hobby. Gets people killed.
Oh, but surely we're safe with one of Nine Fingers' big strapping boys to protect us. That's her sigil on your ring, is it not?
Eyes to yourself, elf.
Attention, c'est à la grande ménestrelle Jaira que vous vous adressez.
Jaira? The same Jaira who burned down Fugal's tea shop? I saw that fire. Very big. Strange smell.
The fire was his own fault. Bad enough he was adding silk root to his brews, but he stored it poorly too.
Nasty little tea man. Sold me some of his rotten leaves once. Made me feel slow and stupid. All better now, though. Go on then. If the guildmaster doesn't want you in her hall, she'll tell you so herself. In you go. Before I change my mind.
We're all on the same side, friend. Nine Fingers invited us herself.
The Guildmaster hired you.
It's an orphanage, Acte. What would you have me do? Seize their toys as payment?
Well, they failed to pay tribute. We should withdraw our protection, at the very least.
And cede more ground to the Stone Lord? You're not suggesting I yield a single inch of the city, my city, to this cult?
We already look weak. If you're seen to be forgiving debts...
I didn't say forgive. Seize the building. Are many children old enough? If they protect what's mine, we'll consider that a start on what's owed.
Yes, Guildmaster. Excuse me? This is a private council.
Keep your underpants clean, Acte. We're playing host to a hero. You owe me a gold piece, grandmother. When I heard you died out in the wilderness, I made an offering at Kellamvore's well.
Of gold? Oh, I did not know I meant so much to you, Guildmaster.
No, I'm terribly sentimental. Case in point, I've just let a harper walk through my guild hall, noticeably unholed. Because I'm curious about why you're here and who it is you've brought with you.
This is the one who saved my life. So really, he owes you your gold piece. But we can settle debts later, Nine Fingers. For now, we need help. We're searching for Minsk of Rashomon.
A big name, that. Such information does not come cheap, High Harper. Not in normal times. Of course. Seeing as these are not normal times and we're all such good friends, I'll do better than tell you where he is. I'm bringing him here as we speak. Or parts of him, at least. I gave no orders about the condition of his corpse.
What treachery is this, Nine Fingers? Have you thrown in with the Absolute too?
Against my own city? Careful. You're in very real danger of hurting my feelings. It's Minsk who's found his faith with Faerun's newest god. And a new name with it. The Stone Lord.
Lies.
Qu'est-ce qui vous fait dire qu'il a rejoint l'absolu? Peut-être qu'il n'aime pas les voleurs, tout simplement.
I considered that. But There's a pattern to his strikes, an intent. In his short reign, the Stone Lord and his crew have earned a reputation. Pure brutality. No survivors. And where he mows my people down, this ripe little cult takes root. But not for much longer. We have word on where he plans to hit next. And he'll find us ready to hit back this time.
Nine Fingers. Estelle. Call off your ambush, tell us where he is, and we'll handle this.
We? I see no Harpers, Jaheira. I'm sorry, but this fight's too big for you alone.
Elle n'est pas seule, je suis à ses côtés.
If you're half the friend you're posing as, you'll tell her that her part in this is done. The Stone Lord's fate is sealed. We have a bigger war to fight. I'd rather turn our talk to that, but if you need a moment, Jaheira, well, you've earned that much. My guild hall is open to you. Have a drink, Jaheira. Have a rest. Just leave well enough alone. It would be a shame for the city to lose 2 of its heroes in one day.
There's little point in pressing Nine Fingers further. She means what she says. But we swore no vows. She won't tell us where to find Minsk. Someone else in her guild hall will. We need to be swift.
Que suggérez-vous?
I suppose we must greet the local wildlife. Guildhall is awash with ale-scented gossip at the best of times. These days, they have nothing but the Stone Lord to talk about.
Before you ask, I ain't got none of that plum Prosecco. Now, what can I get you, newcomer?
Vous n'auriez pas quelques potins pour moi?
Around here, silence is golden, mate. Best remember that. Now, what can I get you?
No distractions, mate. Nine Fingers has me watching over Pierre Priss here. Wants her friends and Parliament close with this new Duke making moves.
Two sides, each itching to draw blades against the other.
Eh, mais c'est molle.
The sensation is contagious.
Wow, look who it is! Glad to see you in the city. Hope you found plenty of coin in Ketteric's coffers. Ready to do some business?
Comment as-tu réussi à t'enfuir de Haute-Lune?
I survived the hells when Elturel fell. Compared to that, slipping out of Moonrise was child's play.
Ça me fait plaisir de te revoir. Quel genre de coup tu prépares cette fois-ci?
Oh, I've got a few ideas. I'll be running this whole place in no time.
Je suis content de voir qu'elle s'en est bien sortie.
You are not known to me. For supplies, seek the bugbear. To trade trinkets, the fetcher's brats. I am Uktar, duly elected guild bursar, and I will not have my time wasted.
Oh, is that what Nine Fingers was doing earlier? Wasting guild time with this Stone Lord business?
You might say so. I could not possibly comment.
I sense there is no love lost between the two of you.
I need not love to serve. You have a point you wish to make?
Plus vite je m'occuperai du Seigneur de Pierre, plus vite Neufdoigt pourra reprendre ses activités.
I have not come so far by indulging in petty disputes. But I am open to transactions of mutual benefit. I am interested in gaining access to vaults beneath the counting house. I'd pay well for keys to those vaults, provided said vaults are not emptied prematurely, of course. I suspect that what you seek might also be found beneath the counting house. I tell you this only as a matter of mutual interest.
She plans to ambush Minsk at the counting house. But what the hells would he want there?
What you do with that information is a matter for yourself. Now, back to the vault keys. Do we have business to conduct? The Great Wizard. I will be interested to see what manner of curiosities he deems worth locking away.
Je vous ai donné tout ce que j'avais.
Then our business is done, for now.
The counting house. More bastion than bank, I'm afraid. Minsk must have a way in. But it's never had much use for coin beyond whatever sharp steel it could buy. There must be something in the vaults the Great Chosen are after. All the more reason to get there. Swiftly.
Alors vous pensez vraiment qu'il travaille pour le culte?
I have no reason to doubt the Guildmaster's information. Only her conclusions. The Stone Lord she describes sounds nothing like Minsk. As for the name, well, a bad joke perhaps. The time of troubles ended almost a century and a half ago. I weathered the years between with all the elven grace you have no doubt come to expect. But do you know how Minsk, a human, passed those years? I'll give you a hint. They named him the Beloved Ranger. No? It was a statue, dedicated to one of the city's lost heroes. Only it was that hero, Minsk, frozen in stone for a century, and freed, the story goes, in the city's hour of need.
Ah, le Seigneur de Pierre. C'est plutôt pertinent.
Yeah, for Minsk it is downright subtle. He shrugged at the whole affair. I still don't know how he came to be petrified. I don't even know how he was freed. Harper work would take me from the city, sometimes for years at a time. The few occasions I visited his monument, well, I took it as a moment for reflection. To think of old friends, and the fight I had to continue in their name. And during all my self-serious brooding, that big, dumb, insufferable buffoon was staring me in the face.
Avouez que c'est assez cocasse.
Ah, that was Minsk's feeling too. Perhaps I shouldn't be working so hard to bring you two together.
Si Minsk, l'ami de Jaira, travaille pour l'absolu, il y a de grandes chances qu'il soit infecté par un parasite. Peut-être que l'empereur pourra le libérer de son influence.
Welcome to the counting house. I'm head clerk Mead, honey. How may the Fellowship of Financiers serve you?
You seem a little nervous, Sir Meat Honey. Had some difficult customers today? One in particular calling himself the Stone Lord, perhaps.
The who? The what? All right. Fine. The head banker may have just taken a customer by that name down to the vaults. Rather large, rather heavily armed, which is against regulations. But I'm sure the head banker knows what he is doing.
I assure you, he does not. You are right to be nervous. But let us pass, and all will be well.
Well, who is this Stone Lord to you?
C'est un ami, et il risque de commettre une grosse erreur ici. Mais nous pouvons l'arrêter.
That would be most unusual. But then so is our visitor.
That he is. But don't worry. We can handle him.
Very well. Show the guards this temporary vault pass, and should my superior ask, keep my name out of it. More unmarked withdrawals.
Account holders only from here. Vault pass?
Le voici.
Right. Descend and know. Upon entering the vaults, you forego the protection of city and church law alike. Which is to say, keep to your own vault and you'll be fine.
Étrange. Ils ont laissé le coffre-fort ouvert?
It's still moving.
Hush your fussing. Nine Fingers had this one made especially. A little mouthful will barely slow it down.
But the stories...
Stories. Tall tales and big names, lad. Don't let them fool you. Elminster the Archmage, Drist the Drow Exile. Heroes have power, aye, but not half so much as we do. A little coin into the right purse. A soft word in the right ear. It's not glory that spins these plains, lad. It's gold. See? Now. Moradin's cracked clay.
There is no gold in here! If there is one thing Minsk hates more than beasts with bad breath, it is those who are tricksome with the truth. And turnips. But you are no turnip. Let that be of comfort in your final moments.
Meet Minsk. He still seems very much himself to me.
Oh my gods. I'm gonna faint.
Un instant, Jaira. Il n'a pas l'air en état de nous écouter là tout de suite.
You will listen to me. Enough play, Stone Lord. What in the howling hells? Nine Fingers set a poor trap, little banker. Let the Absolute's faithful show you how it is done.